Alright guys, so I needed to replace one of my interior doors, and I had to match it with the other doors that I previously have throughout the house. So I hopped on the internet, looked at the size I need, and honestly was kind of surprised they were almost $110. So I thought, well, maybe there's a second option. So I kept looking and I found the same size door that I needed for $60 cheaper. I thought, what's the difference? The difference is it doesn't have the hole for the door handle, or the hinge is cut out. And I thought, well, I can do this myself and save $60. So here's the process of how I did it, and I hope you enjoy. I measured 36 inches from the bottom of the door. That's where typically the door handles are, but depending on your local code, they can be anywhere from 34 to 48 inches above the bottom of the door. I ended up measuring 1 1/4 inches in from the outside of the door to make sure that the outside of the drill bit was going to be in line with where it should be. So to make that borehole cut, you can use a set like this that I got off Amazon, or you could use this Ryobi set. I personally would suggest the Ryobi one because these items you will use more often. So I did have to flip the door over because the depth of the door was bigger than the depth of the drill bit. But that's not a problem because you already have that pilot hole that went all the way through the door. Now for the cross bore hole, it's supposed to be an inch diameter, and you're supposed to at least have about 1/8 of an inch on each side. Now they make special tools for door hinges, but since I'm not going to be installing a whole bunch of doors, I just ended up using my router and made sure the depth of the router was the same size as the hinge. You can also use a chisel here. I just elected to go with the router because it was faster for me. Now the material that these hollow doors are made out of is very soft, and I learned that the hard way. As you can tell, my router was eating through the wood very easily, and it in fact even slipped on one of the parts here in the corner, which is fine because you can touch it up with some wood paste if you really wanted to, but no one's ever going to notice that. So the image quality didn't turn out very well when I was drilling the holes, but I basically just pre-drilled the 3 holes on each hinge, and then I screwed the hinges in. Since the two parts of my hinge were already together, I elected just to put it on the wall already attached to the door. Now, it's probably easier if you take the pin out and you have the two separate pieces, one on the wall, one on the door, and then you put it together that way. But since it was already together, I just had someone help me hold the door on the wall, and then I screwed it into the frame. After drilling all the screws in, I wanted to make sure that everything fit like it should. So I closed and opened the door a couple times to make sure everything was tight. I then marked the outline on the inside part of the door and used the router at the same depth and went through and routed that. And then I screwed the piece in, making sure that it was straight, although in the picture it seems like it's a little crooked. The last step is to attach the two screws to the faceplate onto the door and then attach the doorknob like you would any normal doorknob. So we are changing all of our interior door handles, so I do not have a picture of the final product right now, but if you guys want to see what it's like when everything's done, let me know in the comments below and I will post a video about it. If you found this video helpful and you like the content, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you'd like, and I will see you guys in a week.